Hello everyone, welcome to today's answer in 5, and we are going to go through some R&D methods today. Basically, the best way to do R&D in the plants or on the plant floor is to make sure that you have these 3 tips. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 tips today. The first is experimental design. Make sure that when you experiment, you create a design that makes sense. So if you're going to change one variable in each sample test, right? Don't change one variable for this test and change 2 variables for the next and 5 variables for the next test. So keep everything consistent and pretty much just change one variable. Okay, so the second tip is always create a control sample. It doesn't matter how much of a hassle it does take to go and do an extra set of samples, but you need to create a control sample. And the reason is why is because you don't know if something is wrong with the temperature or time or the water or the flour that day. So whenever you create the variable, you have to create the control sample. All right. So this is what I teach R&D teams as I go along the country is whenever somebody asks me for my opinion on a test sample, I'm like, so what's your control? You know, without the control, I wouldn't be able to conclude on the effect of the test. So number 2, control is really important. Number 3, you need to keep the test objective. So either you train the team on being more objective about the taste and their perception by creating a sensory scorecard for them, or use a instrument like this one over here. This is the CT3. It's a texture meter, and I used it for the Stonehouse test. Basically, it makes the study of the texture, creates an objective result out of it. If you can see my screen, it's a TPA. Look like 2 curves on here. So the probe does go down into the bread for 2 cycles, and this is how it creates the curve. And if you go to our texture profile page, TPA, you will understand what part of the curve creates what characteristic you are looking for. So hardness would be the one that a lot of people look for, and that would be whether the product is soft. And resiliency is a calculation of 2 curves. Springiness is the difference between the first peak and the second peak. So, you know, with the TPA test, you can determine the softness, the resiliency, the cohesiveness, the gumminess, and the fracturability or the springiness of the breadcrumb. So this is a great tool, and this is one of the methods how you can objectively test your results. Don't forget duplicates too. If you have the opportunity to create duplicates for tests like that, you need to, because you just can't conclude based on one sample test. Okay, so today I wanted to share with you just how I recommend teams to run the R&D tests. To those who are so used to these methods, it's easy. It just comes as is. But to those bakers out there who are new to this particular field of research and development, you just have to follow these 3 tips. Okay. Thank you for coming to my answer in 5 today, and I will be back again tomorrow. Send me more questions. Bye.